Hi, I'm Jill Shook, and I'm the Executive Director of Making Housing and Community Happen. And I just want to tell you about the amazing things that God is doing. We're a faith rooted organization, and we really see amazing things that are happening, and we know it can't be done without God's help. But our Homeless Housing Committee, we just met with a developer this last week, a potential developer that we hope wins the deal with the city, transforming the YWCA that's been sitting vacant for 20 years. And then the whole civic center, it would end up producing 100 units of affordable housing if it gets passed. So half of those would be for homeless housing, half for family. So we've had vigils every Monday, prayer vigils. We've had between 12 and 15 people faithfully come up every week. Different churches are taking vigils to pray and walk around that civic center and ask God for housing for the most vulnerable in our city. And then we've been walking into the city council after that and testifying and letting them know that we really need to make sure that gets passed. I wanted to report to you also that Alhambra, the city adjacent to Pasadena, has also passed permanent supportive housing is what ends homelessness. We were at their city council 2 weeks ago. It was so exciting that other cities outside of Pasadena are doing this. In terms of our inclusionary, which is where a percentage of all new housing in the city is set aside as affordable, about 3 weeks ago now, we won 20% of all new housing to be affordable, which is just phenomenal because that team for the last year and a half has been studying and researching and meeting with key leaders. So it's a relief to have it done, but now we kind of see ourselves as kind of consultants helping adjacent cities. Alhambra is also looking at inclusionary, as well as San Gabriel and even South Pasadena. So we're wanting to be there to support these other cities to have strong inclusionary policies. Our ADU subcommittee, accessory dwelling units, that's granny flats. The person leading that, Anne Marie, has been running a campaign. She's building one herself in their backyard, and they have already raised $3,675 toward their 12,000 goal. So they're getting there, and that's going to truly be a granny flat for a granny who's been evicted in LA and in much need of just because of raising rents. That's why she's being evicted. And then our Safe Parking Committee is looking at an actual site in Monrovia, a church interested in using their parking lot for those homeless individuals that are living in their cars. So that's moving right along. Our Church Land Committee is one of our newest subcommittees, and we already have about 7 churches that are interested in kind of going down that path and exploring on their excess property how they could build affordable housing. That's an amazing team. We have the city manager for the city of Pasadena on that team. We have an amazing urban planner, Phil Burns, whose company, the Arroyo Group, actually planned Old Town and the Civic Center, as well as the Playhouse District. So to see the interest I need to mention 2 other folks on that committee. We have a Latino, Hugh Martinez, who has over 18 years of experience in affordable housing development, and then a guy named Andrew White, and he has probably 25 years experience. He's African American, Harvard trained affordable housing developer. And then one other person named John O, and he's working with LA Voice, also with churches seeking to build on their property. So we're thrilled to see that. We already have one church on board that's walking down that path, and others interested in exploring. So we have a potential new subcommittee that would look at some property right across from Pasadena City College that could conceivably house those who were part of the whole, what do you call it, emancipated foster youth that are struggling. Housing is often a big issue for them. So we've identified at Monday night at the City Council, we actually won to explore this one property. And so it seems like God is just pulling together an amazing team to make that happen. So lastly, I want to mention our big fundraiser. And so, actually, second to last, I want to mention the big fundraiser. The first thing before that is on Tuesday is our monthly gathering for all of our subcommittees and volunteers, and that's going to be on gentrification and displacement. And our housing director, Bill Wong, who's just amazing. We have a stellar housing director, and he's going to come and speak to us about that. So then the finale, I'm even going to give you a little taste of the music for a big event that will be on the 2nd of November. It's going to be in the afternoon from 3 until 6. We're celebrating all the amazing things in this last year since we launched as a nonprofit a year ago. And so we're going to have dancing and a wonderful band. It's going to be at the First Baptist Church. There's a great park. We're focusing on youth and children, as well as all the other work that God has been doing this whole last year. And then we're just going to dance. So I'm going to give you a taste of what that sounds like. So.
What a day this has been. What a rare mood I'm in. Why, it's almost like being in love. There's a smile on my face for the whole human race. Why, it's almost like...
Thanks for listening.